Well, friends, Wayne did some Amazon shopping, so let's show you the new video kit. Hey friends, so as promised in the last gear video, I mentioned that I was shooting with something new. So today I'm going to show you all the fun things that I bought on Amazon with my own money. None of this is sponsored or given to me. This is basically me purchasing new gear to make better videos, and hopefully it will make a difference. Now to get started, let's just start with the camera and the lens. So basically I opted for this. This is your Sony A7C, which is basically an A7 III revamped a little bit. So on this one, one of the major differences is it's a compact model. It's smaller, the body, and not only does the screen flip out, it articulates. Better for vlogging. I can see myself now. If you're wondering what I'm shooting with now, I'm actually shooting on the old GoPro, which I can't see myself. So hopefully I'm in the frame. I mean, it's pretty wide, so. Now as far as lenses go, I opted not to get the body with the kit lens. I've heard good things about the kit lens. I'm not even sure what it is. If it's I can't remember. I think it's a 28-60 or something like that. But basically when I was looking at it, I'm like, it's small and compact, and you know, all the fun things like that goes well with the camera. But I wanted something a little more substantial, just a little bit better quality and a little faster. So this is the Sigma 24-70 2.8 Dgdn art lens. I believe these just more or less came out. I know Sigma has a 24-70 2.8, but this one's a little bit different somehow. Again, we're talking about a guy who basically just researches to find the things that will work for him. I do not know the specs on all this stuff. I do not know how many blades are in this thing. I'm not a gear review tech guy. So if you're here for that, you're going to be disappointed. I'm just basically showing you the gear that I picked for videos and why I picked it. That's all. One of the main reasons on the camera body is the autofocus. Basically, it's got autofocus tracking for faces, and it's also got autofocus tracking for animals and like the eye focus and that kind of thing. Another reason I went with the Sony over anything else was unlimited recording. It doesn't shut off at 29 minutes and 59 seconds. It keeps going. Another caveat to that is, from what I can tell, other YouTube videos, people reviewing the camera, nobody's been able to get it to overheat, unlike some of the Canon stuff, etc., etc. Now, I will mention that I'm probably going to do a quick vlog on why I didn't go or stick with Nikon. I'm more or less switching platforms. Eventually may even fully switch platforms. That will come out later. But Nikon just wasn't keeping up. The big selling point on this is the autofocus, the facial recognition, and the eye focus. That's what I really wanted to improve in my videos, is being able to basically, you know, create something that's a little bit more cinematic and also do it on my own. I'm by myself. I don't have, you know, anybody following me around with the camera, obviously. Now, as far as vlogging goes, I could essentially get a wider lens, and I may opt to get that next. As money comes in, that kind of thing, I may actually go for a wider prime lens, like say a 20 or an 18. Not sure which one yet, haven't really done that research, but that could be next. Now, got a camera, got a lens. What am I putting it on? Funny thing, when I was shopping for this body, and I actually had a screen capture video, like I actually recorded the screen of me going back and forth, but I somehow misplaced it. I don't know where the hell I stored it, saved it to. But when I was on Amazon, I was looking at the body, and Then I switched to the body plus accessory kit, which was basically nothing more than the, well, this. This is a vlogging mount, minus this head that I put on here. We'll get to that in a bit. But basically, it was the camera and the vlogging mount, or the camera and body only. And when I was going back and forth, I was like, wait a second. The camera was a certain price, and the camera with the vlogging mount, with this handheld thing, was actually $1 cheaper. It was a glitch in Amazon somehow. So right away, I'm just like, okay, well, that solves it. And right now, if you go back and check out the body, and then versus the body and this vlogging handle thingy, I'm not sure what the hell I'll call it. There's like a $200 difference. So when I was going back and forth, I was like, no way. How can these two together be $1 cheaper than just the body? So took advantage of the glitch, ordered it, price stayed what it said it was, and I got this as well. So as far as this goes, you pair it with the camera, and usually you just screw it into the mount under here. Now there's a reason that I put a Alpha Swiss mount on here and an Alpha Swiss adapter on here, like just basically a head. So I can easily put it back on here. I don't have to screw the thing in, unscrew it, screw it in, unscrew it. Now, why would I unscrew it if I can just, you know, put it in, leave it, use the little legs, you know, when it's sitting on my desk or whatever, just do this. Because before I found out that I could get this little handle for literally free at the time, I more or less made the decision I was going to use one of these. This is the Ronin RSC2 gimbal. I got the full, whatever, Pro combo. Comes with the Raven Eye. Now there is a little bit of a glitch with the Raven Eye and this camera, but there is workarounds, found them on YouTube. Just takes a little bit of extra time. But basically what I wanted was something that, again, I can walk around with. I can point the camera at me if I want, or I can turn it around and point it at, you know, things that I'm seeing, things that I want to show you guys, that kind of thing. So basically, I mean, it's all locked right now, and I'm not going to get into all the tech specs of this per se right now. I'm just showing you the items that I bought and, you know, like I said, why. So there you have the camera and the gimbal. So as I mentioned before, I had this monopod that I didn't really use much. With this gimbal, we can do this. Take the tripod handle off, which is also an extension handle, it folds up. But I can also do this. Screw the monopod into the bottom. Now I have a little extra stability, and if I happen to be doing a lot of shooting one day, because this rig, not heavy, but also not light. Put the monopod down. Now it's not so heavy. Walk around, shoot, you know. I want to just do a simple pan. I mean, I can do that from the joystick on the gimbal, but everything's there. Give myself a rest. Don't necessarily have to be holding it the whole time. Getting old, you know. Now, after that, I started thinking about audio. And I went down that rabbit hole and came out with these little Rode wireless mics. These are the first generation. They're the Rode Wireless Go. They've since come out with the Rode Wireless Go 2. Again, because I'm by myself, I didn't actually need 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. I just need 1 and 1 because it's just me. So with these, got the mic. I'm currently using my little Purple Panda lav mic with the GoPro. But with these, this is essentially a mic in itself, or I can actually plug this lav mic into there and put this, say, down in my on my pocket or my belt loop or whatever. And then this one goes up top. I got the protector in, but basically just clips in. It's got this little clip. Clips into the hot shoe of the camera. And there's a cord, plugs into the audio in. Bada boom. Now, I can walk and talk, not worry about my cable, as I'm used to. And I got wireless audio going straight to the camera. Now again, you gotta open it up, test it up, make sure your input volume isn't too loud, too quiet, that kind of thing. But once it's all set up, you can get to go. You just kind of run a gun. And then I did some soul searching and started thinking about the drone. Now, you saw that big ass drone in the big ass case. If you're going on a hike, you're not taking that with you. You're just not, right? So basically I was kind of limited to, you know, where can I drive to, you know, pull the tailgate down on the truck, launch the drone, that kind of thing. And then I started seeing videos for different drones. So back to Amazon I went. The final item purchased for, actually I can't say that. The final big item I purchased to upgrade the videos. Dji Mini 2. I love the fact that this folds up to the size of a sandwich and I can fit it in my pocket. Take 3 batteries because I got the Fly More combo and the battery pack charger with 3 batteries. So basically with this and 3 batteries and the controller, I can go pretty much anywhere, take this with me, and if there's a chance to safely fly the drone and get some aerial footage. Basically, I've covered almost everything. One more thing I did do is I showed you the old man Frodo tripod that I had. I'm not going to dig it out, but I basically bought a inexpensive but well-made ball head that's also Arca Swiss. So basically Arca Swiss is a different type of quick release plate. It's not the Manfrotto release plate which was on there, and honestly that was the only Manfrotto release plate that I had. This gimbal is Arca Swiss. My other tripod, the lightweight tripod, is Arca Swiss. So I figured switch the Manfrotto to Arca Swiss, and then I was looking at this thing and went, wonder if they make a little Arca Swiss head, like just a real basic head. Sure enough, they do. So this plate is basically on everything now, including the base of the GoPro. I put one of the GoPro mounts on here. So basically anything that I've put an Arca Swiss plate on, I can now slide it into this, slide it into that. You know, like this camera can pop off there, and I can easily just go put it on there, tighten this up, use this. Same thing with the tripods. They all have Arca Swiss heads on them. Basically slide the camera in, tighten it up, it's on a tripod. GoPro's on a mount, mounts screwed into one of these, same thing. Okay, I want to use this on the table with the GoPro. Bam, done. So I've simplified that aspect of things as well. Even my, if I want to use my phone to shoot video, I've put one of these quick release plates on the bottom of that beef grip cage that I showed you guys. You know, slide it into this, slide it on the tripod, you can do whatever. This actually pairs to the camera, but obviously it's not going to pair to the GoPro or the other thing, but it's still just could be a handy little selfie stick handle delete. So that's about it. That's what I've upgraded to. And with this whole Nova Scotia summer series coming together, I mentioned that in my vlog if you watch that, but basically I have a whole series of Nova Scotia coming because I've booked campgrounds from June 1st all the way through to the end of September. And I'm trading videos and photos for places to stay, which also allows me to go exploring in different areas. Mentioned in the vlog, I'll be up the top northeast corner of Cape Breton for my birthday in a place called Meat Cove. Camping there for 2 weeks, camping down on Dji Mini for 2 weeks. I have a lobster tour booked thanks to Tina at Whale Cove Campground on Dji Mini. Like tons of stuff. So literally I'm going through outlining an itinerary and trying to make all this the most beneficial use of every minute of every day that I possibly can this summer. Aside from that, I think that's it. If you want to know more about each of these items, like the lens or the camera or that kind of thing, feel free to drop me a line. I will take it into consideration on doing kind of more of a fine-tuned review, so to speak, but essentially, I don't know if I will, because I'm not that techie inclined. This gimbal alone has so many features on it. Like, you can pair your phone to the Raven Eye, and then, like literally, if I was out with Rollins and he was chasing the ball around, I said the word, I can go on my phone and draw a little rectangle around him, and the gimbal will track him as I'm walking behind him. It blows my mind. The technology in these two things right here just blows my mind. Like I was watching this going, I can actually do that with that, and it's gonna, like, the camera's gonna keep the dog in focus, and the gimbal's gonna make sure he's in the frame. So that then works with me if I'm, say, putting this on a tripod, even on the gimbal, and talking and showing you guys something, the camera will keep my face in focus and the gimbal will follow where I go. For a guy shooting on his own, that is bloody amazing to me. So hopefully I get a grasp of all this stuff, because I'm still kind of playing around and working with it. I haven't done a whole lot, but yeah, the video should get better, and hopefully you guys notice. All right, so that said, again, obviously I'm in my makeshift studio in my nephew's old room in the loft here, and you know, running a couple LED lights just to light things up. It was a miserable day today. It actually snowed again, but then it started raining, so most of the snow's gone now. But yeah, hopefully that answers most of the questions on what the new gear is. And if you have more specific ones, I will try to answer them as best as I can. Like I said, I'm not that techie. I just find the gear that's going to work for me and then go from there. So on that note, again, if you like this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Lots more coming, more crazy, like between this stuff and this whole Nova Scotia thing that's coming up, I'm so excited to just go out and like create so much stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
It's like working with a monkey.